Monday, which is super exciting, and that is the launch of A Little More Obsessed. And I understand that that's what you brought people through. Oh, check it out.
That's us.
Yeah, that's what you put people through this morning.
Yeah, we had a fun workout this morning. They got the first sneak peek of Cardio Core from A Little More Obsessed. They got most of it. We got cut off at 30 minutes, so they didn't get the full 45 of it, but they got a good sneak peek of it.
So the whole program, 6 workouts, 45 minutes each, that goes up on Monday. Just real quick, because I don't want to eat up too much of our time, but how do coaches use it, and where does it fit in the 80-day obsession sort of library?
So there's going to be a million ways for you guys to use it, literally, and I've talked about this and how I'll post this on my website, like a bunch of different calendars that sort of line these 3 programs up. I call it like the little trilogy of 80-day obsession. So we have A Little Obsessed. That was designed to get people ready for 80-day obsession. The workouts were a little shorter, 30 minutes. They were a little bit easier to introduce you to loops and slides and just what the movement patterns were going to look like. Then we took on 80-day obsession, 60-minute workouts, challenged you guys as we moved through all 3 phases, plus peak week. And now here we are with A Little More Obsessed, which really came from all of you guys. I was getting messaged constantly of like, I want more, but I need something between A Little Obsessed and the length of 80-day obsession. So I might have nagged and begged and harassed a lot. Sorry about that, but it worked. And here we are with A Little More Obsessed. So they're 45-minute workouts, and this really is designed as a follow-up to 80-day obsession. It doesn't mean if you didn't do it that you can't use these workouts, but just keep in mind that the movement patterns are a little bit more complex, the workouts are a little more challenging, and I really did try to cram in to 45 minutes what we do in an hour in 80-day obsession. So if you saw what I posted in my feed today, like the background cast talking about it after we filmed one day, and they were saying how hard the workout was, they're meant to challenge you. It is 6 new workouts, which is different than A Little Obsessed, which was 5, because there is a whole new cardio flow. So you graduate from the zoo and we move on to something new.
Very good. Now, I think what's important to repeat for everybody, now look, these are available on Beachbody On Demand for people who are nutrition subscribers. So if they have a Shakeology HD or Beach Bar or Daily Sunshine or Beachbody Performance as of September 30th, through the end of November, which means that every time any of you or your challenge or your coaches sign somebody up with a challenge pack that has a nutrition subscription, they also get entitled to this $40 value that doesn't go up on the platform officially until January 1st. So that's something to keep in mind. As your coaches, they'll use the money-back guarantee, obviously, to try to move people to completing a transaction. But there's also this additional $40 value that will be unlocked for them if they have an active, ongoing nutrition subscription at any time to the end of November. So that's an extra little bonus thing. Okay. All right. Now, a year ago we announced that 2B Mindset and Portion Fix were going to be launched as standalone nutrition programs on this thing called the Nutrition Plus app. And
our graphics are amazing.
it's like Star Wars back here. And obviously 2B Mindset just had a phenomenal launch, and it's helped tens of thousands of people already. Very strong solution for people. But it's not quite as integrated into the platform or sort of the way we have built the ecosystem as the container system was, obviously with the launch of 21-Day Fix. So Portion Fix has a great deal of appeal as a program because it fits so well with the overall Beachbody On Demand platform. So now we know the containers work. They have helped millions of people in the 5 years since they've been launched, and we've learned so much since we launched them, and that's why, as we were talking about what we do to sort of expand. We've got the Fixate Cooking Show, and you get so many questions that we decided that we would sort of level it up to this thing called the Ultimate Portion Fix. Now, I will tell you that at the end of this presentation, in about 10 minutes, there's a pretty big surprise, but we're going to keep it till the end, if you can help me keep that till the end. why the upgrade? Portion Fix has been around really since 21 Day Fix came out. And why go to this next level of making it its standalone program on the Nutrition Plus app?
Okay, so first of all, I don't know if people really realize this. I know you just sort of mentioned it, that we're coming up on the 5-year anniversary of 21 Day Fix. But this is the 5-year anniversary of me getting introduced to you guys. 5 years ago at Data Point, I was at leadership and nobody knew who I was and nobody knew what 21 Day Fix or these little color-coded containers were. So here we are 5 years later, and the containers have literally revolutionized the way we look at nutrition. And not just here at Beachbody. Look how many times those containers have been knocked off. How many times you go on Amazon or you're walking through like a Bed Bath & Beyond and you see it's like, as seen on TV, and we're all tucking them behind somewhere because we're like, we know those aren't the real ones. And I say often imitated, never duplicated. And I say this for a reason, because we do get imitated a lot with our containers, but they never are quite duplicated, because we have what I like to refer to as the secret sauce of the containers. And there is a lot. There's so much science that goes behind these containers. It wasn't just like, here's some primary colors and put your food in there and it'll work. There's real science behind it. And over the last 5 years, not only myself, but the team have spent so much time and energy going even deeper. We've seen it in Fix Extreme, where we carb cycled, and we saw an 80-day obsession where we timed nutrition. So really, we've taken 5 years of learning, and learning from you guys, answering your questions, answering your clients' questions. And we started at the surface with 21 Day Fix, and we even used it as our motto: simple fitness, simple nutrition, right? Here's some food lists, here's some containers, fill it up, that's all you need to know. This is like, if we were at 5 feet then, we're going like 1,000 feet deep now with the containers. It doesn't mean they get any more complicated, but we're about to learn a whole lot of stuff about how these not only are going to help you guys even more, but are really going to help your customers that much more. Because again, we have the secret sauce, which are the 3 components of the container system. And I think most people really recognize only 1, maybe 2. The first one being portion control. We know we need portion control in order to be healthy. I think by now people know that there's balanced macronutrients in terms of the containers, that there's a healthy balance. It's a 40-30-30 split with your carbs, your fat, and your lean protein. But what people probably don't realize is the 3rd major component, which is the reducing or eliminating of the processed foods, especially white sugars and flours. If you look at those food lists, you don't really see those foods on there. So we're going to go much more into sugar addiction and processed foods and that sort of thing, and why it is an addiction and how we can beat it.
Well, look, we all know that portion control, like the simplicity, is still there, and that the obvious thing for people is, if I control, if it fits into these containers, I'm going to lose the weight. But you want a more, you also represent a very healthy outcome, and there's all these sort of questions that come out of the simplicity, because once you try to make something that simple, it creates sort of more complexity, which then, you know, as you've run these groups, has created more questions like, how does this relate to, you know, can I do this with a keto program? What about intermittent fasting and fancy teas and all these gimmicks? How does Portion Fix answer or sort of, I would say, preempt people jumping from fad diet to fad diet? Like, how does it solve that problem?
Well, I think you just said it in 2 words right there. You said fad diets and you said gimmicks. And neither one of those are things I believe in, and we all know neither one of those are things that actually work, right? Because a diet is just that, it's a diet. And this is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. We've said that since day 1 with 21 Day Fix. But here's what happens. You read a magazine, right? You read a fitness magazine, and there's some little clip in there about this new way of eating that's going to help you lose weight and be the best you. And then you turn on the TV and you're watching some news program, and the doctor on that show is talking about the next new way to lose weight and be healthy. And so what you start to do is take all these little snippets of information that you're getting. You're not getting the full-fledged out science, you're getting clips. And you start to combine them together, and you're like, okay, well, I don't eat carbs because this person said don't eat carbs, they're bad for me. And then I don't eat after 8 o'clock because at one point Oprah said I don't eat after 8 o'clock, and then she lost weight. And then I don't do this because they told me this. And you start to hodgepodge all these things together, and then you wonder why it doesn't work. Or you start to see something working, but you're like, I don't really know what's working because I'm doing 7 different things, so any one of them can be working. And then you give up because you don't really know what it is. So what are we doing with the Ultimate Portion Fix? What are we doing with these containers? I'm stripping the BS away. That's really what it is. It's like, let's strip the BS away. Let's get down to the science. Let's get down to really fueling our bodies and eating appropriately for what your goals are. And that doesn't mean it looks the exact same for everybody. But there are certain things that work. Portion control works. Balanced macronutrients works. Eliminating the processed poison works. So that's what we're going to. We're going to no gimmicks into real life fuel for your body.
Okay, so what is Portion Fix? Who is it for? What will I get out of it?
Okay, so it's literally for everybody. It's for everybody sitting in this room. It's for every family member that's ever struggled. You guys, we're finally doing what you've been asking for. It's even for your kids. It has now been containerized for the kids, and I'm going to teach you. So let's start with that. Let's start with the mom or the dad that is struggling at home because you want to eat this one way and your family wants to eat this other way. And how do I get my kids to eat healthy? And what are they even supposed to be eating based on how active they are or the fact that they're not as active as they should be? So we're conquering that. We're making it so that it's easy for the parent at home to make healthy food for everybody and know what everybody in the house is supposed to be eating and make one meal instead of 6, and to get the kids off the chicken nugget train and the chips train and the snacky granola bar crap food. So it's for that person. It's also for the person that, like I said, has that sugar addiction. We were casting for our test group that we do, that we're gonna have people in the audience as I take them through this program lecture style. And I cannot tell you how many people in 2 days walked in, sat in that chair, and I said to them, why are you here? And that was literally my only question. So what made you come into this audition today? And they went, I'm addicted to sugar. And I was like, man, check out. Like I didn't even have to ask the question. People know it, they just don't know why, and they don't know how to get rid of it. So if you are that person that finds yourself at 3 o'clock crashing, or heading to the coffee shop for a frappuccino, which is really just your milkshake in a cup, or late night in the pantry at 9 o'clock eating from the bag of cookies, and you're like, why is this me when I know I'm trying to lose weight and I did good all day long, and now here I am stuffing my face with the stuff that I know I'm not supposed to eat, and wow, I can't just get my hand out of the bag. We're gonna take on that and help that person as well. And then we're also gonna help the person that really does have a strong base of fitness and nutrition, but maybe wants to lose that last 5 to 10 pounds and it won't come off. Or the athlete that's like, hey, how do I take my results to the next level? How do I fuel my body for that? It's for everybody.
Yeah, and what I'm impressed by, frankly, is like when we did the original container program, and it was so obvious, but you have been so aggressive about learning more. What you've done with studying nutrition, really paying attention to what the customers are about. I mean, this is based on some like 5 years really of research and development.
Yeah, we have. It's been 5 years of learning and growing and taking that knowledge and putting it back into this program, and like I said, going deeper into it for you guys.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think you can take from that is, like, when you put somebody into 21-day fix or any of the programs where the containers are what we call, where the meal plan has been containerized, the same questions come from each one, even though we tried to answer them all when we put those programs together, but the same questions come out, which means that it needs to be personalized, or we need to answer it in a more complete way. And that's what's going to happen when they go through the Portion Fix program. That's why it's such a great complement to our goal to help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Portion Fix will be a great complement to their desire to get results, including a fitness program. So let's take a look here, Autumn, at actually what we've put together and what comes with the product.
Yeah. So 30 new videos are coming out to take you through the program step by step. It's taught lecture style, so basically me talking to you guys, but I did it in snidbits, so these are not like hour-long lectures where you have to ingest a lot of information at one time. The videos are anywhere between probably 3 to 10 minutes, just depending on what topic we're diving into and how in-depth we need to go. Then there is the Ultimate Portion Fix workbook that comes along with it, because that's just it, you guys. Like, I want you to listen to it, but I also want you to do the work. There's questions that I'm gonna ask that you dive into for yourself first, so that you can go dive in and help your client. Like, there's certain things you need to understand about your relationship to food, and how you feel about it, and where your hiccups are with it, in order to move past them and keep learning. So there's that.
Yeah, and now we've had a little book that you came up with a few years ago.
Just a little cookbook.
Sold just a little cookbook, sold 500,000 units, and now coming with the Ultimate Portion Fix is Fixing Volume 2.
Volume 2, you guys. So Bobby and I actually took a little break from filming Fixate the Cooking Show over the last few months, so that we could work on the new cookbook. So it's 102 brand new recipes, never seen before. Same style, breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, cocktails. We're going all in. We've listened, we've sort of taken suggestions as we've gathered them from all of you guys, and again, customers of like, hey, can you fix this? Can you fix that? So I'm super excited about the book. It came out absolutely amazing, beautiful, and the food is phenomenal.
Awesome. And of course, that the Nutrition Plus app is now going to include container tracking in it. And that'll be launched in conjunction with the overall Portion Fix program, so that'll live right in the Nutrition Plus app. And we sort of took this book from you that you created.
We didn't take it from me, but yes, we handed it over. We combined forces. 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids, you guys. It was a book I developed about 1.5 years ago, an ebook that I did on my own, because as a mom, I know how much I hate packing school lunches and how bored I get packing in the same thing over and over again. So I really spent time developing these 75 different lunch ideas that are healthy for your kids, that hopefully should make life easier for us, packing their lunches and making sure they're getting a variety of food. So now it's been transferred over to Beachbody. I've been getting a lot of questions lately, and I haven't been able to really answer it because I was waiting for this, about where did it go? So anybody who already bought it will be getting an email PDF from me, because you did buy it from me, but it's now going to be included with the Portion Fix program, so that, like I said, we can help our kids as well.
Awesome. Now, I saw that you brought this out, but we're running a little bit behind. So
wait, we got stuff to talk about. They're going to have to just hold the clock. This is the Oscars.
Easy now. No, they'll do music, and Michael's little microphone will go down. Yeah, but there's an insulated tote bag. So, we used to have the 21-day fix bag. This is containers in it.
So much better.
Yeah, we'll do like an unboxing of this when we get closer to launch time. But let's not go into it now.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and also, by the way, we will be up to, by the time this launches, we will be up to 229 Fixate recipes that we will have shot in the cooking show that will also live in the app, and also there's a set of containers comes with the program. Figured that'd be good.
It's probably important.
Probably important to have that. Okay, now we still have the big news, the big thing to talk about, but first, wait, not yet. We're going to do that in a second. Okay. I also want to say that we will be launching Portion Fix certification at the same time that we launch the Portion Fix program. Now, we're really excited about this because, well, as I mentioned in the opening, one of the goals here is millions of coaches, but not just coaches in a sort of a symbolic sense, but we want to see our coaches leveling up so that we're providing more value to the customer, running challenge groups better. So just a real quick description of how you're going to put together. I know, but time is real.
I know you're rushing me, okay.
So a little bit of a description of what you put together for certification.
Okay, so you guys, I'm so excited about the certification. Like, I actually might be more excited for you guys about the cert than even the regular program, because obviously you do know so much about these containers already, but I have sat in rooms for hours on end over the last few weeks. So for every single video that has been done for the home program, there is a cert video that matches. So like, wrote the video, sat there and was like, okay, now what would I get asked about this video? What are the coaches gonna get asked? Like, I wanna arm you so that you feel so knowledgeable about these things that you can answer any question that's going to get thrown at you. You can help anybody with any goal within our realm. Obviously, we're not doctors, so we gotta be careful there. But like, there's so much information coming into this cert for you guys to be that much better. There's a workbook that comes with it, and I just truly believe it's gonna take your business to the next level, because now anytime somebody goes to do any one of our programs, any fitness program, mine or any of the other trainers, you're gonna know what path. There's basically 3 paths I take you through within Portion Fix that you can pick depending on your goal. You're gonna know what those paths are, you're gonna know the ins and outs of them, and you're gonna be able to be like, you need to be on this path with this program based on your goal. And then we're gonna take you here, and then we're gonna take you here. And like I said, we're short on time, so I can't get into it as much as I want to, but it's going to be amazing, and I'm really, really excited for it.
And I'm sure you're going to do coach call after coach call to help people describe this, but let me put it into context that now for every program, you will have the opportunity to be certified on, we'll call them mentors or whatever.
Coach, I'm calling them coaches.
Coaches?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure legally whatever they got to be able to do to, but anyway, you'll be certified in Portion Fix.
Good talk.
But it's going to apply to the challenge groups that you're putting together. And the real common questions are not about what the trainer is providing in the fitness, but is how can I organize this so that I get the results that I expect from the nutrition side of things. And you'll be just much better armed. And I think we will get better results from our groups. What happens when we get better results? More people are attracted to our groups. Shall we now tell them about the big news?
Yeah, I think we have to, because you're about to kick me off stage.
That's true. Okay.
I'm dying over here.
So,
Am I telling them or are you telling them? Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Okay.
Oh my god.
You tell them.
Okay. So it is the 5-year anniversary of 21 Day Fix, which is amazing. And I actually think it's so cool because even in the last few days at the last couple of parties and at all of the events, I've had so many of you guys come up to me and say, like, I started with 21 Day Fix, it changed my business, it's how I ended up here. And then I also get, oh my God, live streaming it, or the way you guys filmed 80 Day Obsession was amazing. I can't go back to the old way we filmed the program. So,
Click.
click. So, we will be filming 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme in real time and live to you guys. So, we will literally go through it for 21 days straight so that I can show you guys how you can progress 21 Day Fix slightly. The moves are the same and that sort of thing. But I always get people going, oh, I'm on round 10. How do I hit a plateau because I'm in round 10. I'm doing the exact same thing over and over. So now I can make little tweaks over those 3 weeks to take you through it. But I think the even more exciting part is that anybody that purchases Portion Fix, and I'm not gonna get the dates right, so I'm not even gonna try, I'll let you do that part. But anybody that purchases Portion Fix, say that 3 times fast, will get to be a part of the live stream. So like while we're filming it, you don't have to just be a coach, your customers can do it too. So I think it's gonna be amazing for challenge groups that you all coaches can be in my coach test group, but at the exact same time, you guys can have all of your challenge groups going while we film these workouts live. So 21 Day Fix, we'll film for 3 weeks, we take a week off, and then we go on to Fix Extreme for 3 more weeks.
Right, so this is how it's going to work. So anybody who, anybody who purchases Portion Fix will get access to the live stream videos. But once they're, and those will be inside the Nutrition Plus app. So anybody who purchases them, so once we shoot it, it stays there on the app for the 21 days. Now they have to purchase, they have to purchase it by April 1st in order to participate in that first live workout, okay? And then there's this second wave that if they purchase by April 29th, they get in the 21 Day Fix. So there's these 2 waves of what? Extreme. There's these 2 waves of being able to leverage participation in the real-time reshoot of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme to help people get signed up for the Ultimate Portion Fix nutrition program. What's exciting about all this, look, 21 Day Fix will still live on Beachbody On Demand, but now these 2 workout programs, the real-time programs, will live both in the Nutrition Plus app, and then once this is all wrapped up, probably later in May, then the real-time aspect of this will be also put on Beachbody On Demand. So we've heard from so many people that you go from sort of the current workout that is the #1 workout, it's like Lift 4 is right now the #1 workout program on the platform, but then as soon as that stops selling, then everybody reverts back to 21 Day Fix, and 21 Day Fix has just blown us away about what it has done and the traction that has remained for the last 5 years. So very excited about both educating people more with this more comprehensive approach to how effective these containers are. And imagine with all those knockoffs